All rise for the Archer of Infamy. That's right. Today we're going to do an unboxing of Damian Priest. Talk about a guy that was on a roll for a while, and then here slowly but surely he's starting to cool off, I think, a little bit. That's unfortunately because I think Damian Priest could be a huge main eventer at some point. His title reign wasn't the best, but you know, he can learn from it, and I think he could go to being better at it. But this is a moment in time. This is whenever he's got that money in the bank and he's got a special suit. So let's go ahead and look at the side of this box. Look at that pretty little glamour shot of him with his hood on. On the back, like always, we have that toy look right there. And then we have a picture of him in live action. I really like the way that they had that picture taken with the toy, because you're going to find out that the reason why that he did this setup was it's like an homage to Skeletor. I love He-Man. I'm a big fan. I grew up in the 80s, so He-Man, G.I. Joes, wrestling kind of all really speaks to me. That's one of the reasons why I like this Ultimate Edition so much, so I can't wait to open it up. All right, we finally got him in there. I will say that even though this is a very cool look, I love that it is playing up to the Skeletor role. Will tell you, putting that robe on wasn't the easiest. As you can see, his hair's kind of like jetting out. It doesn't lay flat. I don't know how they made that look so good in the picture that you can see up in the upper left part of that packaging. I was having difficulties with it. It was not the easiest way to put it on there. One thing I will say is I'm glad that it is an Ultimate Edition, because he does come with multiple heads, so you can swap those out. You can take off the arms, make it a little bit easier, but putting on the actual cloak through that little hole for his hair and that kind of stuff was not easy. Once you get it on, I don't think that it looks that bad. I think it looks really, really cool. It even has some of the little drops going down his legs, which is still that, honoring of Scott Hall, which was one of his mentors, one of his favorites. So I'm going to pop off some of the heads, and I'm going to show you that cool briefcase. He does come with multiple different hands. He comes with fist, mic holding hands, or briefcase holding hands, and open palms. Look at him there, holding onto that Senior Money in the Bank. That purple really popping. I think it looks really good. But I will say, I think that Money in the Bank briefcase is actually pretty big. I think it's bigger than most. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have one readily available, but I can tell you that it's bigger than the female ones for sure. Him smiling, I think I would be smiling too if I had the Money in the Bank, but that's just me. I think I'd never lose that smile. But the next head, we got to get a little bit more serious. We got to get a little bit more angry.